Hi, this is Andy Wirt with Red One Realty. I'm happy to share this Central Ohio market update with you. The statistics that I'll be sharing with you are the latest available, which were they came out in the towards the end of December, which were for November. So let me share my screen, and we will look at some important things going on in today's real estate market. So the first thing I want to show you is that here's statistics for the end of November again. And what we're seeing is somewhat similar to what we've seen throughout the year in Central Ohio, but there's some really interesting things that continue to go on. And so for sellers, I first wanted to note that the average sale price continues to increase. Increases are a little bit more modest than what they have been in years past, but the market continues to appreciate. Home values continue to go up. So for sellers, you're still getting good prices for your home. They're they are, on average throughout the year selling about 1% less than the original list price. So you got to keep that in mind in terms of homes have to be priced right or they're going to be taking a price reduction. And generally they need to be staged well and present well as well in order to get close to list price. But we're seeing overall some interesting things like days on market, have increased over 20% compared to last year, 2024. So days on market continue to go up, and that's because of this figure right here that the inventory that we have continues to rise. So buyers, there's just some great news for you out there in terms of home prices are increasing, but they're increasing at a more modest rate, and the inventory is going up. And what we'll see in a minute is interest rates going down. So you have that trifecta of even since the latest statistics came out. In fact, I'll just show you this that in terms of current mortgage rates, we're about 6% on average around the country. And you can see this graph right here that the mortgage rates are, about as low as they've been for several years. So we're getting into a really good time where we're experiencing lower interest rates going down, inventory continuing to go up, days on market continuing to go up, and prices, more under control than what it has been in years past. So I believe that's really optimistic for a really strong 2026. I think the spring buying market selling season is going to be back in 2026. And so I'm anticipating that, looking forward to that as an agent. So what I would say to buyers and sellers, buyers, now could be the time. You don't want to compete in a hot spring market. If you know you're going to be buying in 2026 and you're ready now, inventory is high. You have lots of choices out there. Sellers are motivated right now because they'd like to get their home sold through the winter. And so I would say that buyers, let's talk quickly as the rates go down because the market is going to heat up. Sellers, you're coming into a great time to sell. This spring, I think, is going to be a hot selling season. So if you'd like help in getting your home ready right now in terms of what to do, what to be focusing on to get the maximum value, I'd love to talk with you. Love to be your resource for all things real estate. And if I can be helpful to you in this season, please let me know. Again, this is Andy Wirt with Red One Realty. My number is 614-578-0676. I hope January is a great start to 2026 for you. Thank you.